Hi everyone, today we're gonna read another book. Please like and subscribe. The title of the book is
Download.
DOWNLOAD.
Download. All right. This book is by Robert Cutting and art by Faith Hicks. It is a chapter book. This book has 3 chapters. Chapter 1 is Wish Kid. Chapter 2 is about download disaster. And chapter 3 is turning the page. Let's get started. Are you ready, Spencer?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's start. Oh, one sec. Are you going to hold it?
No.
Okay. Amy was a wish at using computers. She knew how to surf the internet. She knew how to download. She knew how to do all kinds of things with her computer. There wasn't a day that went by when Amy didn't use the computer for something. The only thing Amy loved more than the computer was music. She loved listening to all different kinds of music, and so did her friends. They loved to talk about their favorite bands and singers. Amy's favorite band was Pages. After all, her cousin Rachel was the band's lead singer. Amy had helped Rachel and her friends make their first CD using a recording program on her computer. The album was called Turn the Page. One day, Amy's mother came home from work with a smile on her face. "I have a present for you, Amy," she said. She pulled out a CD from behind her back. It was a copy of Turn the Page, and it was finally ready. "Rachel asked me to give this to you. She said you'll be the first to hear the first finished CD." Amy was so excited. Amy raced upstairs and went straight to the computer. She put the CD into the drive and plopped down on the bed. The whole room filled with music. "This is amazing." She listened to all 10 songs, and then she listened to them all again. She couldn't wait to play the CD for all her friends. Suddenly, she had an idea. Amy booted up the computer program that copied CDs. She downloaded Turn the Page to the computer. "Charlie will love this CD." She popped in a blank CD and made 2 more copies for Laura and Matt. She put in one last CD and made a copy of her best friend Andrew. Amy couldn't wait to give her friends their own copies. Chapter 2. The next day, Amy raced to school. She found her friends by the basketball nets. "Hey everyone, come here. I have something for you." Amy's friends crowded around. "What do you have?" asked Charlie. "It's my cousin's new CD. It's called Turn the Page." Amy took the 4 CDs, the copies of the CD, out of her backpack. "Awesome," said Matt. "Amazing," said Charlie. "Cool," said Andrew. Laura didn't say anything. Actually, Laura had not said anything since Amy arrived. "I burned a copy of you too," said Amy. She held out the last CD. She knew that Laura liked Pages just as much as she did. I really, really want to hear it, said Laura. But isn't copying a CD like kind of like stealing? Amy shrugged her shoulders. It's not like I stole it from my store. I'm sure that Rachel won't mind. I guess you're right. That night, Amy was upstairs doing her homework on the computer. She got an instant message from her friend Dawn. Bleep, bleep.
I wanted to do that one.
Dawn. Okay, you do it.
Beep, beep, beep.
Okay, Dawn. Hey, Amy. I'm listening to the new Pages CD right now. It's amazing. Your cousin is really talented. Andrew must have shared his copy with Dawn. Again, son.
Beep, beep.
Another message? This time it was Erin. She was listening to the album too. Soon, Amy got messages from 6 of her friends. They were all listening to the turn page. Amy was very confused. The CD wasn't even available to buy yet. The next day, could you please hold the book, Sam?
Okay.
The next day, at the school, everyone was talking about Turn the Page. Some kids were listening to it on their music players. Some had burned their own copies of the CD. Some even knew all the words to the new songs. How did this happen? Nobody will buy Rachel's CD if they can hear it for free. Amy got to the bottom of things. Charlie had the CD for 3 of his friends, plus his 2 older brothers. Matt had given this copy to his sister in high school, and she had made copies for every person on her soccer team. Andrew had given a copy to his little brother's babysitter. She had put the album on a website for everyone else to download. Laura was the only one who didn't share her copy of the CD. This is a disaster. Rachel is going to be so mad. Chapter 3. Later that night, Amy was called down for dinner. Coming, said Amy. When she entered the dining room, she saw something she hadn't expected to see. Her aunt, uncle, and Rachel were seated at the table. Go, was the only sound that Amy could make. Rachel was slumped in her chair. She looked miserable. Around the table, the conversation turned to the new CD. We're so proud of you. You must be so excited. I was, but not anymore. My CD ended up all over the web. Nobody will buy it when they can download it for free. I was hoping to sell enough CDs to buy that recording program for my computer, continued Rachel. I was going to use it to record my new CD. That's terrible, Rachel, said Amy's mom. Who would do something like that? Rachel shrugged. The only band members must have shared the CD with their friends, she said. I I only made a copy for Amy. Amy felt horrible. She knew she should say something, but the words just wouldn't come out of her mouth. Could you please hold the book, son? Okay. The next morning, Amy still felt awful. She was deep in thought at the breakfast table. "What's wrong, Amy?" asked her dad. "Is it wrong to download music?" "That depends," replied her dad. "Some websites allow you to download information or other things from them. But sometimes, downloading can be like stealing from a store." Amy remembered Laura saying almost exactly the same thing. "I write children's books," said Amy's dad. "What would you say if you saw someone reading one of my books, but it was just a photocopy of it? What if they downloaded it from the internet and printed it out?" "I would say that's wrong," said Amy. "That person should have bought a copy of your book." "Exactly," said her dad. "It would be wrong to put it on the internet, and it would also be wrong to download it." Amy sighed. She knew what she had to do. She had to tell the truth. "I have to tell you something." Amy told her dad what had happened. Later that day, Amy had a long talk with Rachel. Rachel knew Amy had made a mistake, but she was still worried that people wouldn't buy Turn the Page. "I guess I'm going to have to raise the money another way," said Rachel. Amy had an idea. She would put together a Pages concert at the school. Amy's parents made a call to the school principal. Amy sat at the computer for the rest of the day. She designed a poster and some tickets for the event. Before long, the day of the concert arrived. Pages got ready to go on stage. "This is amazing," said Rachel. "Thank you so much for organizing all of this." The show was a huge success. Amy worked hard to make sure everything ran smoothly. Pages sold 50 tickets. A few fans even bought the CD, even though they could download it for free. Rachel had enough to buy the computer program. She planned to use it to make her next CD. And Amy promised that next time she wouldn't share the CD with any of her friends. So, this book is all about honesty. Honesty means being true to yourself and to those around you. This means always speaking from your heart and never telling lies. Honesty means always speaking truthfully, even if there will be consequences. So in this story, Amy chooses to be honest with her family about her mistake. She tells them about copying Rachel's CD, even though she might get in trouble. She also chooses to be honest when she decides that she will not download music again. Do you like this story, Spencer?
Yes.
What will you say then?
Thank you.
And Please like and subscribe. Bye.